Hello, I'm Aaron Wong. Welcome to finals day at the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International. The order of play will be mixed doubles, followed by women's singles, men's doubles, and finally with women's doubles and some home favorites as number one seeds. Now players are warming up on court as the mixed doubles will be an all Chinese Taipei affair this year. On the left of screen, warming up are the top seeds. Closest camera is Wu Guanxun and his partner Li Jiaxin. And on the right, in the black kits, are Chen Boyun and Song Yixuan. So of these four athletes, it is Li Jiaxin at the upper left corner of your screen, who is the most experienced player. This is her potentially third significant mixed doubles partnership in her career. They're currently ranked 52nd in the world. Li Jiaxin has been in the top 10 twice in two other mixed doubles partnerships. The first time with none other than Wang Qulin, who badminton aficionados will know as a double Olympic gold medalist in men's doubles. And the other time she was in the top 10 was partnering Ye Hongwei, and they went to the Paris Olympics together. Li Jiaxin's one of those versatile players who has reached a high level in all the possible disciplines a single badminton athlete can play. Her ranking in women's singles at one time was in the 20s, and so was her women's doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And at the same time, I should say.
Wu Guanxun and Li Jiaxin, Chinese Taipei.
That's a rarer affair these days. Not to play all three disciplines at once, but to reach such a high level, because a lot of national associations prefer their athletes to single task and specialize in just one at major events. So play is about to begin. Li Jiaxin serving.
Service over, 1-0.
We see the players leaving lots of room for each other. No crashes in that encounter. Badminton made up of verbal and non-verbal cues, mostly non-verbal, which means that your previous shot tells your partner what you're thinking and where they should move.
Service over, 2-all.
something that all
3-2.
viewers can look out for in mixed doubles is who's going to challenge each other at the net. Normally you would say it's the two women players. Well, sharp as attacked from Jasin. That really wasn't an easy shot. There we go, an example of the two women taking on each other from the forecourt positions. One of the characteristics we saw of today's underdog team, the ones in the black kit, Chenhua Yuan, who is serving, he was such a threat from the mid-court. It's important for the rear player to assess themselves and be honest about where their strength is. And what I mean by that is the rear court's made up of the mid-court and further back. Some players are better further back, they have a better vision, and some really make their presence known from the mid-court area. So that means they play some neutral shots which allow them to come in a little bit more until they're mid-court. A famous proponent of mixed doubles mid-court strength was Zhang Nan from China. He partnered Zhao Yunlei and Li Yunhui. So, at the first interval, it is the underdogs. Sorry, the top seeds, Wu and Li, leading 8-5. We're using the 3x15 trial scoring system in this tournament. Trial scoring system is similar in the way it's counting winning points as the 21-point system that the rest of the tournaments are using, except it's a shorter game.
Play. Service over, 6-8. Service over, 9-6.
With this more compact scoring system, less time for players to get into the zone, so to speak. All players and all combinations, they have their own ways of getting into the zone, and if they don't get into the zone, they have their own techniques of still finding something to help them stay competitive.
Service over, 7-10.
confusion amongst the underdogs as to who should take that shot. Maybe you can count that as a forced error. Forced error meaning that their opponents put them in that position to see how they would react as a pairing. So loose defense from Wu Guanxun, and we saw what we would expect from Chen Boyuan. Mid-court, punished, sealed their fate immediately. Very smart from Chen Boyuan. Looking for small gaps. The fact that Chen Boyuan, even though they're behind the score, that he's looking for small gaps and choosing to hit there, shows a level of clarity. It's the sign of competitiveness to have the discipline to play your own game. Even against better opponents.
14, game point 9.
You want to watch what's happening, adapt as you go, but still have a default game plan to be disciplined about following.
Service over, 10, 14.
That way, your side, no matter which side it is, are on the same page.
Game.
Well, 15-10 to the top seeds. Wu and Li, top sides with Chen and Song.
And Li Jiaxin, 15-10.
While we wait for the athletes to take a break, I'll point out the sensible obvious, which is it's sensible that these athletes really might not want to change their rhythm from how they play the 21-point system, because they will go back to it for pretty much all other tournaments. It's only selected tournaments for this year that are surveying on behalf of the BWF this 3x15 point system. The rationale, some of it behind the 3x15 point system is it's meant to make the game of badminton even more exciting,
20 seconds.
quicker in pace, and
20
also
seconds.
exact less physical toll on the athletes. That's the theoretical rationale.
Second game.
But
Wobble.
we know certainly there are many more factors
Play.
that should be considered for a scoring system, such as you want to be able to accommodate all types of athletes, from fast starters to slow starters, powerful athletes against lesser powerful athletes.
Too low.
The old adage is as big and powerful or as quick as you are, there's always someone else quicker than you. That's how you should live your competitive life. With that mentality. I like that. I like that the underdogs are having a good chat with each other. They did that yesterday. Verbal communication has to supplement non-verbal. What would verbal communication be like? Well, sometimes it's just sharing with your partner what you're seeing. It's not about always telling each other what to do, or maybe telling your partner what you're doing. Knowledge is key. Top seeds racing away. 5-love in this second game, which is only 15 points long. So, Song and taking on Lee at the net. Shot was unsuccessful, but success in not being competitive. I'll rephrase that. You should never shy away from the demands of your job just because your opponent is making it hard for you. So a little bit of reverse mixed there from the underdog team in the black kit. Battle stays in. Or bad judgment from Wu Guanxun.
1-7.
Or both together, both factors at play. He was right to leave it though, Wu Guanxun. They have such a big lead. How else would you know whether it's inch perfect or not?
Service over, 8-1.
So gaping hole found by the defense of top seeds Wu Guanxun and Li Jiaxin. Chen Boyuan gave it his all, but he did smash when his two opponents were completely ready in their defensive stance. The Sydney International has been grounds for where new players come together, new pairings are experimented with. So athletes fresher to competition will also find themselves ultimately against very experienced players. Formerly of the top 10. Li Jiaxin's not the only one who's been in the top 10. Su Chengheng, who is competing here in the men's doubles in a different partnership, has been in the top 10 as well.
3-8.
Even though this is an all Chinese Taipei affair, there's actually 3 Chinese Taipei clubs that have sent their athletes to compete.
Service over, 9-3.
So they're not of a homogeneous training setup. which is why you see coaches for each pair.
10-3.
Well, there's a coach for the pair who are the underdogs right now.
Service over. 4-11.
Normally in country versus country competition, you wouldn't see a coach involved more of the time.
5-11.
The serve from Chen Boyuan.
6-11.
Lucky net cord
Service
from
over.
Wu Guangxun. Maybe not. These net cords are trained for outcomes by the athletes. Wonderful shot from
Service over.
Song Yixuan.
12.
As I said, not shying away from her job. And her job in that instance was to hit a sweet smash. It can be too easy as the underdogs to be nervous and unable to time a sweet shot. So Guanxun demonstrating some inexperience there. I think not so much in the partnership, but he lost his clarity or changed his mind. Net shot too high, killed by his opponents.
Service over. 13-9.
So the top seeds 2 points away from taking the match in straight games. Loose from Wu Guanxun.
Service over. 10-13.
So now the top seed is trying a little bit of reverse mixed doubles. Reverse mixed doubles meaning that the woman player taking reins of the rear court.
Service over. 14.
It allows
Match
that
point.
pairing extra
10.
flexibility. It was a very famous reverse mixed doubles pair, as in they did it all of the time. And they became world champions in about 2010. It was the Danes, Camilla Reitzer-Yule and Thomas Laybourne. Thomas Laybourne has a YouTube channel where he teaches you shots and how to do them, shares his knowledge. And on that note, top seeds, Li Jiaxin and Wu Guanxun take the Sydney International Mixed Doubles title over Chen Boyuan and Song Yixuan. One match down, 4 to go. Don't go away.
Match won by Lu Guangchon and Li Jiashen, 15-10, 15-11.
Our coverage of the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International continues with women's singles. Japanese player Niina Matsuda, ranked 303rd in the world, is on the far end of courts in the green shirt, and her opponent of today in the final is Chen Suyu of Chinese Taipei, wearing blue. Viewers, we're going to celebrate all things badminton. I want to prime you about something I've been talking about across all the matches, and that is that the Sydney International is a tournament that brings out new players, all players in new combinations, players experimenting. So small tournament doesn't necessarily mean small talent.
Ready to play?
And the idea I wanted to reinforce there and extend is this is totally an experimental ground, and players should use it like that. In the same way that you see a comedian try their new lines and fail, because that's the only way they can find out whether the joke was good or the punchline delivery was right. Or maybe to use another analogy, like Tom Cruise crashing 10 cars to find the right cinematography. So don't be surprised if your athletes that you're watching make unusual decisions in light of experimenting in a live situation. There's only one way to find out. So, women's singles gets underway. Matsuda trying out the short serve. So the characteristics I'll point out too about Matsuda that we saw yesterday was admirably. She really grew throughout her 3-game match. It was a totally different player from the start of the match against Sayano Kawakami in the semi-final. She was tentative at the start. There were half-open door opportunities to grow in confidence, and she took them. And just in the nick of time, she rescued the second game, and confidence took her all the way through to the decider in what looked like a one-sided decider in her favor. Matsuda trying the high serve this time. The other characteristic of Matsuda is I personally didn't see enough weaponry. So she's going to have to work hard. The Japanese player. Chen Suyu has visited the Sydney International for several years. She's ranked 77th in the world. looking like she's has her own internal timing for how long it will take her to warm up into a game, and she's sticking to that. As I mentioned in the first match, completely sensible the players don't wish to change their rhythms just for this 3x15 point trial scoring system. We haven't seen any meaty rallies yet. And go to the first interval with not much excitement, not much entertainment. But we ought to remember, viewers, that this is real-life competition. It's a job for these players. So however they wish to get into the zone and however long it takes them is what they need to do.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
And that's to say, entertainment and excitement is what we viewers derive from the experience. The players' minds are not on that. So, Kensuyu giving a lot of this first game to Matsuta, without Matsuta having to work for it. And as I said, Matsuta, I didn't see yesterday so much weaponry. So if she hasn't a lot of weaponry and she hasn't shown it yet, that's what I meant by gifting the first game. Kensuyu finding her length, and it was perfect. Also finding out, because it should be a normal shot for Matsuta to address, finding out the speed of footwork from her opponent. Kensuyu, much taller athlete, using her height. There you go again. Kensuyu found out in her own reaction time, apart from leaving a big gap. The Sydney International is consistently one of 3 Oceania tournaments in succession. This year it's the middle tournaments between North Harbour and the Bendigo International. So keep in mind that these players have been working hard all week. There will be moments of tiredness. The long reach of Kensuyu on display, and also the classic difficulty in singles of choosing the cross-court smash and having to run the full length of the court if your opponent addresses it meaningfully. Matsuta, not a threat from deep in the court. Kensuyu should have clocked it several times by now. I guess that's hence Kensuyu's deep high serve to expose Matsuta in the rear court. Tentative from Kensuyu. Not all the shots sweep yet. Course is correct, but the package hasn't come together for Chen Su. Moment where Mio Odina took a backhand clear to the rear court from the ground and hit it over the head of her opponent, who was Camilla Martin on that occasion. That's what I meant by players do practice all types of shots for occasions that they will move in the future. The higher ranked Chinese Taipei player Chen Su Yu opens her account in quick time, 3 points on the trot in this decider. Very sore in the decider yesterday. Matsuta was riding on increasing confidence. So she goes into this decider not with increasing confidence, but not with low confidence either. What can she do? Chen Su Yu, more immediacy in her footwork. We saw that. She didn't hesitate on acceleration towards that push into the deep court. So she has found some freshness, which is continuing. We talked about Matsuta yesterday and today, not particularly effective very deep in court, so right of her opponent to test that area. Finally, been waiting for Chen to explore the obvious to me, I should say. So, if we use our knowledge from knowing how deep any player is hitting to their opponents, Matsuta on that occasion hitting her clear too short. You can see nowhere close footwork wise to the rear double service line. And Matsuta still within her capacity, executing the right shot when the best of her abilities are available. She takes every opportunity to hit down when the clears are not deep. Again, not deep enough from Matsuta. 2 shots to the rear, not deep enough. Much deeper that one. Continue, saves. The cross court half smash from Matsuta. Doesn't recover in time. For the next shot. One, the shot was too good from Matsuta, too wide, and secondly, Chen Su, we know, understands or has self-awareness about her energy capacity for today, making intelligent choices as to when to chase and when not to. Still, she leads by 4 points. Now, players swap ends for the last time. And Chinese Taipei player up 8-3. You would think 8-3 is enough for her to claim this final. Will the plot thicken like yesterday for Matsuta? In all the competitive matches of badminton you will ever watch right now, the rest of today, yesterday, the Australian Open coming up, you want to be awestruck by what it is to be human. Be there with the players on the highs, be there with them, don't leave them when they're on the lows. Be with them when they come back to a high a second time. Wonderful rally. Plays second best rally of the match so far. Certainly. Both women at their current optimum. That's what I'm always hoping for in any match, that we can see both players at their optimum. But I said we should celebrate everything it means to be human. And to be human means we're not a machine. We work with our limitations. We choose our strengths. We choose to use our strengths when it's the right time. And sometimes our strengths are not enough. And to use strength, her smash, and accuracy when she's given a high lift into her middle of the court, even though it was deep. That's confidence. Not the first time we saw it from her. Good work from Matsuta. Addressing the shuttle microseconds early. Caught Chen out. This is the Japanese mounting a comeback, wanting this title. Wheels the score back to within 4 points. All it takes to see the humanness of both players is for Chen Su to make one more mistake and Matsuta to hit one more confident shot that's a winner. Well, there we go. The plot does thicken. Matsuta denying Kensui's request to change the shuttle. I mean, she likes the shuttle. She's used to this timing of the shuttle. Okay, the fight is on. Great drop shot from Chen. Matsuta using confidence and footwork Wow, amazing from Chen Suyu. So, maybe that's the equivalent of the Mir Ordina example. Chen Suyu used a shot that she's rarely used in the whole match. I think she only did that once before just to try the length, but when she really needed it, tough shot to execute. Delicious winner. Means she's 11-7 ahead against her opponent, the Japanese, who's mounting a fight back. Points for effort from Matsuta, well, points from me, not points on the scoreboard. She's trying. Four points adrift, Matsuta. Not impossible. Her opponent is 3 points from claiming the match. So there is scoreboard pressure, but not insurmountable. Let's see whether Matsuta can summon maturity. Summoning maturity in your competitive life. Something you have to live through. Not something your coach can teach you in practice. Chen inching closer, 2 points away from the title. Good length from Matsuta. Brave smash. Went for it. Right shots. Good decision. Mature approach, Matsuta. Hands together for her. Well, former winner of the women's singles at the Sydney International includes none other than Yuki Fukushima. Yuki Fukushima, a former world #1 in women's doubles and currently in the top 10 of women's doubles. But in her early days, proving she wasn't a one-trick pony, competitive in singles as well. No wonder Fukushima can keep going at the rear court, running side to side. Comes from her singles training. Well, she takes it, Chen Suyu. 15-9 in the decider. I put that down as both players at their optimum. What we wanted to see. Not the outcome Matsuta wanted, but she did her best. No question. Stay tuned for the next match. action at the Sydney International for 2025 continues. We're not even halfway through. It's time for men's singles. An all Chinese Taipei affair. But as I mentioned as a fact earlier, that the Chinese Taipei players do hail from across 3 different clubs or regions. So they might not know each other as well as you think, unless they're in the same squad. Closer to camera, we're looking at Liao Zhuofu. He's ranked 79th in the world. He's wearing the outfit with the groovy design. And on the far side, in the mint-colored t-shirt, is his opponent, Wang Yukai, left-hander. A style I found to be highly reminiscent of his higher-ranked colleague in World Badminton, Lin Chunyi. I'm sure it's uncontroversial to say that Lin Chunyi is having his best year, and all the other men's singles competitors would know that he is hot property. Liao Zhuofu, ranked 79th in the world this week, and Wang Yukai is at 119th. That said, it's the lower ranked player that leads their head-to-head. They met in the quarterfinals last week
on my right,
at the North Harbour International
Chinese Taipei. And on my
in the
left,
quarterfinal stage.
Liao Zhuofu, Chinese Taipei.
Wang
Liao Zhuofu to
came
serve.
up ahead
Level. Strike.
in 3 games. But that was on a 21-point system. We're using the 3x15 trial scoring system here. Things could be different. Lovely drop shots from the left-hander, Wang Yukai. Both in terms of choice, timing, and angle. Well, I shouldn't say both, 3 times. 3 factors there. The 2 long rallies we've seen from the men across 2 points. It's 1-1, the scoreline. That's what I was meaning when I talked about the women's singles. I thought they would show earlier. Ooh. Okay. Liao Zhuofu had half of his foot on the line, but he lifted it off the line just as he was about to serve. Would have been a fault otherwise. So players showing each other major things that they want to warn their opponent about, and also warming up to the conditions of the court, center court. So Wang Yukai, judicious on how much power he's using. Not going all out yet, we saw that. He had an opportunity to go full force, but smart to keep his opponent guessing. Fu going early on. That's his smash. Wang able to get his racket onto the smash even though he didn't get the reply in. I'm sure he can get the reply in next time. Liao Fu will have blocked that. So, warming up to shots on this court continuing. On that occasion, net play. So what's so reminiscent of Lin Chunyi when it comes to Wang Yukai? Well, that very low center of gravity on addressing shots and using flat shots in singles a lot. So many examples in that long rally from Wang Yukai. Dispatches with a bigger smash this time from the same spot where he didn't use full force in the earlier rallies. Very good. Keeping me guessing as well when he's going to use full power.
5-2.
And their only other international encounter, which was last week, Wang Yukai took the first game. He's leading here. 6-2. Net game not yet paying dividends for Liao Zhuofu, but we talked about how players shouldn't shy away from major aspects of their game, even if their opponents are testing them. Good defense from Wang. Lucky net forward for Liao Zhuofu.
3-7. Change. Now, get ready.
Now, better net shot,
4-7.
keeping to his job, threads line on that down the line smash. So close, so accurate, so confident. Not shying away from the shot you're meant to do. It's about building self-assurance in the match. Right to go for that shot. Liao Zhuofu, even though hit it wide, you'll know next time. Needs less angle. (8-4). Wang leads at the first interval over Liao Zhuofu.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Yeah.
For those of you who've heard me over the years, I'm sure you remember that sometimes I indulge and enjoy a look-alike contest. And I was thinking for quite a while, who does Liao Zhuofu He looks like someone. Another player. And it just struck me at a cursory glance, maybe slightly to do with Liao's haircut. Do you think he looks like Wang Yu Lu? Retired mixed doubles former world number one, won the Tokyo Olympics with Huang Dongping in perhaps the most exciting mixed doubles that I've ever seen. Back to business at hand. Wang Yukai. Absolutely businesslike in his approach. Scoreline aside, Wang Yukai completely in the zone. I dare say, not tired after a week of play, or 2 weeks, considering he was at the North Harbour International. So, both men dueling at the net. Net reply upon net reply upon net reply. But when made to move and then come back to the net, now Zhou Fu found one thing. Well, Liao would expect that he should be able to do that as a normal shot. There we go. Now Zhou Fu accurate on down the line shots on his backhand line. Both men sticking to their guns, sticking to their game plan. Now Zhou Fu just slightly percentage points off his optimum. I hope you have the same hopes as I do. Always looking for a contest between both players at their optimum. Accuracy high from Wang Yukai on that shot. Perfect angle, wide, perfect depth as well. Smart from Liao Zhuofu. Deliberate half-pace shot. The decisiveness of Liao on that occasion stole time off his opponent. So he is sharp, Liao. Goes for his favorite smash from his favorite part of the court. No accuracy on that occasion. Odd, given it was not deep, the opportunity he was addressing. But maybe that's why. Sometimes the opportunity seems too good to be true. Wang Yukai always attempting to re-establish his 5-point to a 4-point lead over his opponent. Now Zhou Fu looks for his opponent's forehand line again, but this time on a cross court. I think it's deliberate. The fact that it was cross court makes me think it's perhaps the game plan suggested by by his coach. Cross-court net shot. Too cool from the groovy Yao Duofu. Ooh, is it? No contest from Liao? Well, can't contest, but if there was Hawkeye, should have challenged. I think it was on the line. From my point of view, I'm looking up that line. Anyway, first game to Wang Yukai in this 15-point system. Same outcome as last week as far as first games goes in their encounters.
Wang, shuttle needs to be on court. Thank you. Thank you.
Second game of this men's singles final at the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International about to begin. The coaching from both sides was short and sweet. I think that's telling. Telling in the sense that both men at their optimum, sticking to the game plan.
Service over. 1-love.
It tells us what the priorities are for both men, or at least the priorities decided between.
Liao. Change turn. Love. Love.
Is there a better side on this court? Now Zhufu, 2 points ahead. Not shying away from the net. It makes sense. Wang Yukai went for that. It was slightly short from Liao Zhuofu. Wang, right to tie that shot to show Liao can be punished. Whoa. Lucky net court from Wang Yukai, but deliberate at the same time. Yukai had time to address that second net shot. Made it all the more possible to achieve the net forward. Good accuracy from Lao Fu. There we go. Very good on the down the line smashes, as we have learnt from Lao Fu from the first game. So even with the change of ends, Lao Fu exploring the backhand down the line abilities of his opponent. Wang Yukai means business.
Quick tell only. Yeah, quickly, please. Thank you.
My feeling is Wang Yukai will try again very soon if he's given a long rally to go for some winners, to expose Liao Zhuofu. Lucky net forward for Liao Zhuofu. Keeps the scores even in the second game for all. We all need a little bit of luck, and you never know when the luck will come. Very good from Liao. This time, down the line smash. Hard to guess because it came from the other side. Liao Zhuofu not shying away from exploring the forehand line of Wang Yukai. One, going for it again. Not just to win the point, but I believe to show his opponent that he can expose Liao at will. All players, as they gain maturity, they can clock the intentions of their opponent. Unforced error from Liao, understandable. He used his default muscle memory strength, but that default strength from 4/5 deep in his court is a little too much. He'll memorize that, knowing he has to solve it, use the same strength, maybe hit an inch or two higher. It'll stay in that case. Right to go for that shot. One. only half court.
6-all. Thank you.
So I talked about players having intentions and their opponents reading intentions. So Wang absolutely trying to daunt Liao.
Change.
We're all human. We're playing within our limitations. Liao could have self-awareness that he has a fewer weapons at his disposal than Wang. Doesn't mean he can't win. So it's up to him to clock the intentions of Wang. And it comes to trying to scare Liao. And also Liao not shying away from using what artillery he does have. It is possible to win because shots are not the only artillery. The player has attitude, intelligent choice of shots. Too good from Liao. Refusing to be daunted. Patient in his play. Timing sweet. When the half opportunity came. More than half opportunity. This time, not overcooking his smash. Would you agree? Both men now at their optimum. Now Zhou everything is warmer than in the first game. That explains why the score is 7-7 in the second game. But on that note, Wang, easy kill, leads 8-7 at the second game interval.
Coach, return to your chair. Thank you.
As I said, Wang Yukai, highly reminiscent of world number 12, Lin Chunyi, his compatriot, who's the second highest men's singles world-ranked player from Chinese Taipei. Key difference, though, between Yukai and Lin Chunyi is that Lin Chunyi is very known for a cross-court smash that's not an off-cross-court smash. Yukai doesn't use that particular shot. Lin Chunyi's signature cross-court smash. So amazing, so sensational. You should search for it. So Wang Yukai making a move in this 3x15 point system. Totally characteristic. He knows he's the man with more artillery, more power, taller athletes, left-hander, added advantage to some degree. Wang sensing the moment, and Liao took a few points to gather himself. You know, it takes a moment or two delay to catch up to what your opponent is thinking. Liao must play, must produce the kind of play he's been playing with this whole second game. More on that smash from Liao that we've ever seen in the second game, so he senses the occasion to, on top of reading his opponent's intention. So both men have some extra oomph on their smashes that they can produce. It's not always a given. We saw in the women's singles. On certain days you just can't produce more, and that's what you have to work with. Wang leaning on his natural instincts at the net, testing Liao. Smart half smash from Liao. Wonderful, best rally so far. So much good work, so much good timing, so much good footwork, rebalancing. And Liao right to go for the smash. Hard to execute. So close in the forecourt. Now unable to successfully dispatch the half opportunity created. He found himself too close to the shuttle to be able to swing naturally. But everything was right. Everything else was right for him in that rally. He should be proud of that rally. Nevertheless, Wang 3 points ahead and 3 points from potentially taking this title in straight games in the 15-point system.
Return the shuttle.
2 points away, Wang now.
Return the shuttle.
Sydney International has been the testing ground for a different scoring system in a particular year as well. 2014, there was the 11-point system.
Fly.
There's a great singles player who has won tournaments on all the scoring systems apart from this 15-point because he's retired. Wonderful urgency and rally from Liao Guofu. The player who's retired, who has been successful on all but this scoring system, is none other than former world number 1 Korean Lee Hyun-il, left-hander. Won tournaments on the original 15-point system, on the 7-point system, the 11-point system, 21-point system. So, Wang Yukai on the verge of taking this title and leveling their head-to-head in this grudge match from his point of view. 4 match points for him. Misses his accuracy, but now right shot to play shows some versatility beats his opponent, gets him by the win out. Wang Yukai, winner of the 2025 Sydney International men's singles. More action to come after the medal ceremony. See you soon.
Welcome. Good match. Welcome. Good match. 10, we call the toss. Blue or white? White is the call. White, your choice. Receive, who will receive? Ken will receive, who will serve? You will stay on my left, Kenta will serve.
Time for men's doubles. On finals day at the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International. Our athletes from Chinese Taipei on left of screen. Close to the camera is Chen Guoyuan, who's appearing for the second time today. He came runner-up in the mixed doubles, the first match of the day. His partner on the top left corner of screen, Tang Kai Wei. The Japanese opponent, I should say, the Chinese Taipei pair currently ranked 184th in the world. Japanese opponents for them, Haruki Kawawabe, closer to camera, in the black outfit, and his partner Kenta Matsukawa. This pair currently 145th in the world. First meeting right now for both pairs. I've mentioned a couple of times, Sydney International.
Ready to play.
An event where we see major talent early on in their careers. We just don't know it yet. In the men's doubles, a pair that have graduated into the higher levels of the world tour. Li Fangzhi and Li Fangzhen, the twins from Chinese Taipei. They've won this event twice in years previous, once after the pandemic and once before. Last year, men's doubles was won by a combination made up of two top 10 mixed doubles men, Hiroki Midorikawa and Kyohei Yamashita. And how good are they? They played a match against the world number one,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sesing Jae and Kim Won-ho recently,
on
where
my right, Boyan
their scores
Chen
in both matches, even though they
and
came
Tang Kai Wei,
out
Chinese
as losers,
Taipei,
their scoreline was
and on
greater
my left,
than 20
Haruki
in
Kawabe
both
and
games
Kenta
for
Matsukawa, Japan.
Midorikawa and Yamashita. And they were here this time last year.
Kenta Matsukawa to serve, to Boyan Chen. Love all.
Japan's Matsukawa to serve. He tries a slick serve.
Service over.
No one was fooled.
One
It was
love.
far too short, but completely fine.
Service fault call.
Test your
Too high.
muscle memory.
Service over.
So
1-1.
often an indicator of state of mind of the player. The characteristics we saw
2-1.
yesterday, if their opponents allow them to be themselves, Japanese unfussy approach never seem phased by what shots their opponents are giving them.
Three, one.
Calm, cool, and collect the Japanese yesterday. Whereas Chinese Taipei players, from Boyan, we know, wonderful mid-court threat, and his partner Tang Kaiwei will look to come to the front wherever possible in their game plan. Tango stays the stable one in choice of shots, despite being the front court player. And his stability, Tang, and predictability allows Chen Boyuan something to work with, something to follow up on. Every doubles pair combination of their talents and how they use it is different. Sometimes the playmaker in a doubles pair is the front court specialist, and sometimes it's the rear court specialist, and sometimes it's both. An example of both would be in men's doubles. World number ones, Kim Won-ho, So Seung-jae. Clear the load.
Service over. 5. 6, 2.
Front court players need a good read because they have very little reaction time.
Service over. 3, 6.
Chinese Taipei pair, absolutely and unsurprisingly the ones instigating pace. Japanese. Trying to keep their cool, calm selves, but it's already being illustrated. They're still getting used to the pace.
Service
dealt out by their opponents, despite being
service over.
2 points ahead,
7,
7-5.
5.
So play a bit staccato.
Service
Japanese
over.
trying to be themselves,
6,
but still
7.
trying to get used to the rhythm imposed by Chen Boyuan and Tang Kaiwei. I think it's in. I looked first at where the shuttle went
7,
before looking at the
4.
line judge. Line judge called it in as well. Plum on the line.
Service over. 8, 7. Interval.
So, Japanese, 1 point ahead at the first game. If body language of the coach is anything to go by, the Japanese coach seems to be
20
encouraging
seconds. 20
his players
seconds.
to stick to their script,
Tongue to receive.
keep at those neutral
Change.
shots until a clear opportunity arises to take advantage of.
8, 7. Play. Nine, 7.
Kang Kai-wei, Chinese Taipei knows his job, but hard to find the rhythm. Serve indicator of
Service
state of
over.
mind.
8,
Tsukawa
9.
also, like Kang Kai-wei, not quite in the zone yet.
Service over. 10, 8.
Chinese Taipei pair forcing the agenda as usual. There we go, an example of Chen Boyuan knowing he is a mid-court threat. Anything too deep, not overdoing it. Kawabe using his height judiciously. Neutral shots all the
11,
way.
8.
Good quality neutral shots from the Japanese, not much pace and angle for their opponents to work with. Rewarded with a 3-point lead in this first game, 11-8. 4 points from the game.
Service over. 9,
Yeah.
11.
Opponents, Japanese opponents, 2 points behind. Really, it's nothing. 9-11. Matsukawa,
10,
another
11.
example of him. Perhaps in the zone for reading the game, not in the zone for timing on touch shots yet. Rare error from
11.
Kawabe,
All.
oddly urgent. Is that going off script? We'll see. Is there another example to confirm? Kawabe using his height well.
Service over. 12, 11.
Matsukawa
13, 11.
trying so hard to find feeling in the front court. His serve, trying his best, not having a good day yet on serve, but doing enough. Good serve. Both
14.
pairs sensing the occasion.
Game
There's
point.
a title on the line.
11.
Japanese earning game points, 3 of them. Could be enough, you would think.
Service over.
Nervous shot from
12.
Kawabe. Rare
14.
nervous shot. Second one. Understandable. From the lens of we're all human.
Thirteen, 14.
It's that time. No pace for the Japanese to feed off. their opponent's reply, a taste of their own medicine. Good work from Kawabe. Stooping so low for a tall man.
Game.
The good habits
First game won
earned
by
them
Haruki Kawabe and
the first
Kenta
game
Matsukawa.
to the Japanese
15,
15-13
13.
in this men's singles final.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, players.
Second game about to commence in the men's doubles final at the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International. Japanese with one game under their belts. Su Cheng-heng, former top 10 men's doubles
Second
player,
game.
giving advice
Love all.
to the Chinese Taipei pair.
Play.
Su Cheng-heng. Fun and wonderful front court play. You should look up his
1 love.
matches from when he was in the top 10. So many showreel moments from him and his partner.
Service over. 1 all.
Smart shot from Japanese. See, that's what I like
Service
about the
over.
Japanese players.
2
Most of them,
1.
even when pushed, it's just a microsecond of clocking that they need to find extra ability, but they stay calm.
Three, 1. Kenta. Kenta. Be careful you do not signal.
The calmness of each player, no matter which side, is something your partner will feed off. Partners can last for a little while, maybe 3, 4 points, while their partner is off, but not much longer.
4, 1.
So both pairs still not at their optimum, but at a good level. And I would say a good equal level.
Yes. Quickly.
taller, calmer, more in the zone. Matsukawa again making the difference. Too good. Japanese.
1.
Again, giving nothing to their opponents to feed off while still creating some variation. Under pressure,
Service over.
but too good. Wonderful length from Chen Boyuan. It's important in doubles. We're going to watch women's doubles after this, but any doubles to stick to the yin and yang demands of your role. Doubles pairs
Service
made up the best
over.
ones of
7.
yin and yang
2.
qualities in many dimensions. One player could be a long attention span player and the other a short attention span player. They need to know this and stick to script. Other more obvious yin and yang qualities: front court player,
Interval.
rear court player, playmaker, and support. Japanese ahead in the second game interval, 8-2.
Seconds. 20 seconds. On-court players. Tongue quickly. Chen, ready. 8-2. Play.
Calm under pressure, Japanese. Shots still maintaining excellent quality, excellent depth there on defense. So here's where the plot line's going to become more human.
10-2.
We know Chinese Taipei pair like to force the agenda, but they have to force the agenda now for a different reason. So far behind in the scoreline, it's now or never. They want to rescue their finals aspirations and take the title.
11-2.
Boyuan asking more of his concentration, but he might be feeling scoreboard pressure, so that's taking some of his mind off the job. Tang Kai-wei, front court player, didn't read his shot or his split step, no split step. Didn't address his opponent's net reply. His partner Chen Boyuan took that one, read it, but couldn't do much. Japanese advance point by point, slowly and gradually.
Service over.
See,
3-12.
going off script, becoming the front court player as well. Wonderful rally.
4, 12.
Opportunity was gifted by their opponents, but important still that Chinese Taipei pair converted because so easy
Thank you.
when 9 points behind to snatch at a sitting duck shot and waste the point.
Yes. Line judge. Line judge. Line judge. Wipe the court, please. Thank you. Thank you. Players on court. Kenta, quickly. Four, 12.
Good enough serve from Khan. Matsukawa
Service over. 13.
now
4.
more reliable in the front of court. Helps the Japanese edge ahead 1 more point, 2 points away from the title.
Match point.
Held it to the last moment. The Japanese player, helped by their calm disposition, caught their opponents completely off balance. Hence, match point. So many of them. Right choice of shot
Service over.
from Matsukawa,
5,
even though it didn't go in.
14.
Bit of nerves. Redeems himself and helps the Japanese take the match in straight games. Second game going to the Japanese as well. 15-5. Time for the medal ceremony. And then our last match of the day.
Match won by Haruki
The women's
Kawabe
doubles
and Kenta Matsukawa. 15-13.
Featuring
15.
home favourites and top seeds, Angela Yu and Gonmin Tamago. Be right back.
Black. 4 green. 3. Weapons.
The applause was louder for this 5th and final match on finals day at the 2025 Sydney International, because the audience recognized the home favorites and top seeds Gronya, Somerville and Angela Yu, who are warming up on the right hand side of court. They are well ranked 29th this week, a few spots lower than their highest rank. This partnership going from strength to strength. They're only about a year into their partnership, the Australians. Their opponents of today from Chinese Taipei, Kensu Yu and Xie Yi-en. Kensu Yu we saw in the women's singles final, which she won. And she made it 2 titles in a day. Possibly. The Chinese Taipei pair have beaten Somerville and Yu earlier this year. That was at the Vietnam International Challenge. Chinese Taipei pair prevailed in a 3-game match. And it has to be said in the regular 21-point scoring system, whereas here I'm using a 3x15 trial scoring system trialed by the Badminton World Federation at certain grade 3 tournaments around the world. The survey and the trial will end in November at the China International. So both prominence and perhaps some pressure as top seeds for the Australians. The Australians have appeared in different partnerships in the past and also reached the top 20, both of them.
On my right,
Within the top 20, I should say. They both partnered Tetiana and Mafasa
Australia.
at different times.
And on my left, Kensu and
Angela Yu went to
Chinese
Paris
Taipei.
Olympics with Tetiana and Mafasa, and
Gronya
Gronya went to
third
Tokyo
serve
Olympics with Mafasa.
double.
Angela has claimed this women's doubles title before with Mafasa. Gronya is still searching for her first Sydney International title.
Service over. 1, go.
Proactive start from Chinese Taipei here, Xie and Chen. This week, ranked 47th in the world. Yesterday, the Chinese Taipei pair looked like the sum of the parts of 2 singles players. Not ideal, you would think, for winning a title. Let's see whether they're more on the same page today. And I'd like to see, because it's a left-handed, right-handed combination, something unexpected from the left-handed Xie Yan. Whether they can tap into having a left-hander who is of significant physique, could be able to deliver a good amount of power. At their best in this young partnership of Ronya Somerville and Angela Yu, they have taken a game off Fukushima and Matsumoto, who are a fresh combination of two former world number ones from different partnerships previously.
Service over, 3-4. Service over, 5.
Service error from Ken Tsuyi. She had it. A normal shot. I think she wants it. That's the problem. There wasn't a lot more you could do with that shot, except keep it safely in.
Out. Service over, 4-6.
Easy put away for Somerville. So much experience in mixed doubles and women's doubles. He's the most experienced player of 4 women on court.
Service over, 5-7.
In this combination, Ronya Somerville looking to make a difference from the forecourts. It wasn't her job spec as much in the Mapasa combination. Great to see the growth of Ronya Somerville as a player. Another world pairing where we've noticed significant growth in a player is Jia Yifan, multiple world champion in her current combination with Zhang Xuxian. Jia Yifan has become a formidable front court player. On that note, it's interval in the first game. Australians ahead, 8-5.
Seconds. 20 seconds. What? You are. Eight, 5. Play. Service over. 6, 8. Service over. 9, 6.
Good intercept
10,
from
6.
Angela Yu. Momentarily, she was the front court player. Accuracy
Service over. 7, 10.
still wanting from Somerville, who will expect more of herself. She knows she can find her best. There we go, redeems herself.
Service over. 11, 7.
From the perspective of being optimum, both pairs not there yet. Could have been out. Somerville took.
Service over. 8, 11.
For her second appearance on final stage, Su, fresh enough so far.
Service over.
Perfect length from the
12,
Australians.
8.
Means 3 points away from taking the first game in this 3x50-point trial scoring system. Defense, perfect
13,
length,
8.
and keeping it accurately in up the line from Angela Yu. Must be said that the Australians not really being troubled.
Game point. 8.
We arrive at the game points of the opener. And
Game.
tandem attack from the Australians means they secure the first game 58.
15,
Comfortable scoreline for them. Looking very promising for Ronya Somerville to take her first Sydney International title in any category, and Angela Yu could have a second. As we wait for players to return to court, let's celebrate and appreciate the efforts of everyone who makes this tournament happen. There's a whole army of line judges and umpires. Well done. It's the same, a lot of them are the same personnel who have served this tournament over the years, including the commentator.
1-1.
The four women upping the pace. Last year's women's doubles final, the winning pair, very businesslike.
2-1.
And that pairing contained very intelligent playmaker, systematically dismantling their opponents. You could see their opponents losing the blocks.
Service over. 1-2.
No such character in this match. Australians happy to do enough.
2-4.
Completely valid choice of strategy. Well done.
3-3.
So in the flurry of all those shuttles and increasing the pace, Somerville in the front of court doing her job, didn't notice that her opponents were front and back as well, and they exposed the backcourt of the Australians. Somerville trying for variety and changes the angle on her defense. Right to do that. That shot's not warm yet. Maybe just one application of it will help her find the right angle when she tries again. So, Chinese Taipei not willing to just sit back and be backseat drivers in this match. More on this match there from Chen Tzu. Angela Yu,
Service over.
competent as a front court player whenever she finds herself there. It's important that even though we all have different roles to specialize in any doubles, you still have to practice being an all-round player, as in the skills involved.
Four, 5. 5-4. Six, 5.
Simply, the Sydney International has seen
No change.
fresh talent become bigger talent later on, and they found early success here. Previous examples include Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota, three-time World Championship silver medalists and former world number ones. No longer pairing, but Fukushima still playing. It was in the same year that Fukushima won with women's singles. The following year, another top 10 pair eventually made their early appearance. Kitihara Kul and Prajongjai of Thailand, now retired. Prajongjai often sitting in the coach's seat as of this year for the Thai national team.
Service over. 7, 6.
Third women's double pairing we can mention. Not quite peaking yet, but made their way into World Tour. Chinese Taipei's Zhang Zhuoyun, Yu Junhui.
8, 6. Interval.
On that note, the Australians promisingly for their number 1 seed status ahead, 1 game up and 8-6 in the second game interval.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Yes. Touches. Okay.
Judging from body language, the coaching from Lian Chu to the Australians, Somerville and Yu looks
8, 6.
terribly specific.
Play. Service over. 7, 8.
Just from a sensation and entertainment point of view, we haven't seen an oh my god smash yet
Service
from
over.
any of
9,
the women.
7.
Angela Yu, known for an oh my god smash, but she's not feeling it yet today. Angela Yu again practicing
Service over.
the front court. Maybe
8,
it's an exercise
9.
as well for the Australian pair to add variation to their pairing.
Nine, all.
And the front court requires quicker reaction, also in sync. Where to hit the shuttle, when to hit the shuttle soft,
Service
when
over.
to hit it hard.
10, 9.
Tae-Yun tries a wrist smash, too steep. To no avail. Bread and butter shot there for Somerville.
10, 11.
Not happy with herself. Right choice for execution under no pressure, apart from number 1 seed pressure. Okay. Perhaps somewhat of an oh my god smash from Angela Yu. There we go. So, the real Angela Yu has emerged.
Service over. 12, 10.
I say that tongue in cheek.
Thank you.
And timing makes sense that Angela Yu provided the urgency to natural disposition. She had a 3/4 court opportunity on an elevated shot. And they're ahead. They can take this in straight games, this final, the Australians. The mistakes from Yu, punished
11, 12.
by her opponents. courts and rally.
12 all.
Ian and Chen Suyu lock the scores, 12 all. Will it make the Australians a tad nervous? Do they have the composure of the Japanese men's doubles pair? Snatches at the shot.
13,
Angela
12.
Yu.
No change. It's good.
Points from evening this women's doubles final for Chinese Taipei. 30 exercise and being front court player
14.
for Angela Yu
12.
works when she's in position, and ahead in the score doesn't work when she's behind in the score. Kayan also bread and butter shot. Yes, a bit of pressure, but doubles always expect pressure. Needs to summon something, Xie Yun. Have a game point, Chinese Taipei. Wonderful best rally of the match so far. So much variation from Chen Suyu and Xie Yun. Entirely dependable when she needed to be in front court. So, one game apiece for Australia and the second to Chinese Taipei. Chen and Xie. The revenge match for the Australians is on. Third game in 2 minutes' time.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Go.
So that was a completely earned and deserved second game for Chen and Xie of Chinese Taipei. They opened the decider.
Service over.
Chen
One.
Suyu,
Love.
unforced error from her on a normal shot. We'll put that down to adjusting to change of ends. Dayan, similar to the first game.
Love.
Same shot. She intended to be urgent. Good idea, but not much you could do with that shot.
Service over. 1-2.
And Liu saw the opportunity, tried to be front court player. No luck, but let's applaud the effort and the reading from her. So, Australians. Tension on their strokes. Ooh. Is that not service fault? Xie Yun. Don't think both feet on the floor. Anyway, wasn't picked up by service judge or umpire. It all happened so far. I'm happy to let this match unfold. Let's see what happens. And the combination of two singles players overcome the experienced doubles career of Somerville and Yu for a second time.
Service over. 3-5. Service over. 6-3.
Now, I didn't mean to be disparaging about singles players competing in doubles. What I meant was singles players competing in doubles sometimes also have doubles dimension. So, in this case, Xie Yun and Kensu don't have the highest doubles instincts.
Service over. 4-7.
So historically, some pairings who have been combinations of two singles players of the highest order and still
Time
winning.
out.
Li Ling Wei and Han Ai Ping from China.
Service over. 8-4.
Oh, China Taipei racing in it, 8-4, change of ends. You can read the mood, I don't have to say anything. While we have the final interval and coaches talk to their players, sure I can think of more combinations of singles players. Yes, another one came to me. Ra Kyung Min of Korea was in the top 10 of singles
20 seconds.
and became world champion in mixed doubles, but she partnered Lee Kyung-won in doubles. They were a top 5 pairing without researching, and Lee Kyung-won, I think, hovered at her peak singles
8-4.
ranking around 10 or 11 in the world. Ra Kyung-min, Lee Kyung-won, they won the Japan Open in 2004, the Olympic year, so they were formidable contenders. Lee Kyung-won of Korea currently the coach, has been for a while for doubles. Superb quality from Somerville.
5-8.
Chose to hit down the line. Absolute accuracy when she needed it. That will give her confidence. Perhaps the Australians like this end, even though they didn't capture the second game in this end. Smart of Chinese Taipei players trying to catch Somerville out as she momentarily tried to move forward and then had to move back to take the clear.
Service over. 9-5.
Taipei women, not consciously, but definitely taking a leaf out of the book of the winning Japanese men's doubles pair. Keeping everything safe, solid, not overdoing, not reaching beyond their job roles. For serve, open to smiles at her partner. A fist bump forgiven by her partner. Everyone's eyes on their jobs. She read it, she had it, no accuracy on her up the line shot. Yen. For sure. That's a scoreboard pressure error from Ronja Somerville. We're all human. Takes practice to stay calm in these situations. Behind the score, fights all on the line. Number one seed, status pressure.
8-10.
Pressure. And we serve. Tumbles. But they're only 3 points behind, and there's still lots of daylight. A third of the game's daylight left for their opponents. Time enough to catch up for the Australians. Right intercept from Chinese Taipei player, this time Chen Suyu, but can't keep it in. Lucky Angela Yu and Ronja to get away with that point. Oh.
12-9.
Ronja did her job, she was tested. No luck. The Chinese Taipei pair. Xie and Chen still ahead. So there's lack of clarity on the Australian side in that rally. Gave a nothing shot to their opponents, which had elevation, punished straight away. Verbal cues from Somerville to Angela Yu. Good teamwork. Too much on the flat shot from Somerville. They
9.
leaving it. Sails long. Match point. A chance to have a 2-0 head-to-head against the Australians. Here in Chen. And they do it. Disappointment for the Australian Somerville, and we put up a good fight against CAM and Chen Suyu in this 3x15 point system. Well, that brings us to the end of proceedings as far as match play at the 2025 ROKETTO Sydney International. It was my pleasure to explain the matches to you and the players and share some trivia. Well, I'll be back again next year. Right now it's the medal ceremony for the women's doubles.